Hey coin lovers! Welcome to the Worth Old Coins channel, your place to discover the hidden value and rare facts about old coins. In today's video we're revealing the top 2 valuable coins, and one of them might just be in your collection, so don't skip this video. Let's find out their real worth. Top 1. The Elizabeth II New 50 pence 1978 coin is one of the most historically significant and distinctive coins in modern British numismatic history. Struck under the reign of Queen Elizabeth II. This coin represents not only a key part of the United Kingdom's decimal coinage system, but also a symbol of Britain's modernization. During the latter half of the 20th century, the 1978 50 pence coin belongs to the first generation of decimal 50p coins, introduced in 1969 as part of the monumental shift from the pre-decimal system of pounds, shillings, and pence to the simpler decimal currency system. The 1978 issue, though a circulation coin, carries rich historical, artistic, and cultural meaning, reflecting the continuity of monarchy, the evolution of British minting technology, and the enduring power of national symbolism. The obverse front of the 1978 new 50 pence coin features the second definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by the talented sculptor Arnold Machin OBE, R.A. This portrait, first introduced in 1968, remained in use until 1984 and is widely regarded as one of the most elegant and youthful depictions of the Queen ever engraved on British coinage. T portrays Her Majesty wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, one of her favorite royal jewels, originally a wedding gift from Queen Mary in 1947. The portrait is surrounded by the Latin inscription Elizabeth II D.G. Reg. F.A.D. 1978, which translates to Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This traditional inscription emphasizes the Queen's divine right to rule and her role as the head of the Church of England. The precise craftsmanship of Machin's portrait captures a balance between royal dignity and modern simplicity, symbolizing Britain's stable constitutional monarchy during a time of significant social and economic transformation. The reverse back of the 1978 50 pence coin showcases one of Britain's most iconic and enduring coin designs, the seated figure of Britannia, created by Christopher Ironside, one of the Royal Mint's most respected artists. Britannia, the female personification of Britain, is depicted seated beside a lion, symbolizing strength, courage, and protection. She holds a trident in one hand, representing naval power and control over the seas, and an olive branch. In the other, symbolizing peace, at her side rests a shield bearing the Union Jack, representing the unity of the nations under the British crown. Below her image appears the denomination new pence and the numeral 50. The inclusion of the word new distinguishes this early decimal coin from pre-decimal issues, a measure taken to prevent confusion among the public when the new system was introduced in 1971. The artistry of the design reflects both ancient symbolism and modern aesthetics, combining classical grace with the practical clarity needed for mass circulation. The 1978 new 50 pence coin was struck by the Royal Mint primarily in cupronickel, an alloy of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it its distinctive silver-gray color and resilience. The coin weighs 13.50 grams, measures 30 millimeters in diameter, and features a unique 7-sided equilateral curve heptagon shape, which was revolutionary at the time of its introduction. This innovative design was carefully engineered to allow the coin to be easily recognized by touch while maintaining uniform diameter measurements across vending and coin handling machines. The coin's shape became instantly recognizable and remains one of the most famous coin designs in the world, symbolizing British identity and ingenuity. The historical background of the 1978 50 pence coin is deeply rooted in the transition to decimalization, one of the most significant monetary reforms in British history. Prior to 1971, Britain's currency system was based on pounds, shillings, and pence, with 12 pence to a shilling and 20 shillings to a pound. This complex structure proved increasingly impractical in the modern economic world. In 1969, 2 years before decimalization officially took place, the Royal Mint introduced the 50 pence coin to replace the old 10-shilling note. The 1978 issue thus belongs to the first series of decimal coins which remained in circulation until 1982, when the inscription new pence was replaced with simply 50 pence. This change reflected the complete public acceptance of the decimal system by that time. The 1978 coinage year also holds particular interest for collectors because it falls within a period when Britain's coinage production was steady but undergoing subtle refinement. The 1970s were economically turbulent years for the UK, marked by inflation, labor unrest, and the global oil crisis, yet the Royal Mint maintained exceptionally high standards of precision and quality. The Royal Mint itself had recently moved from its historic Tower Hill location in London to a modern facility in Llantrisant, South Wales in 1968, a move that represented both technological progress and national renewal. The 1978 50 pence coins were among those struck at this new site, benefiting from advanced machinery that allowed for improved consistency and detail numismatically. The 1978 50p is considered a common issue, as millions were struck for circulation. However, its significance lies in its design legacy and its representation of the early era of decimal coinage. Collectors often seek well-preserved examples, particularly brilliant uncirculated or proof strikes, for inclusion in decimal coin collections. 1978 50p in uncirculated condition exhibits crisp detailing on Britannia's trident, clear lines on the Union Jack shield, and sharp text on both sides, making it an attractive and historically meaningful piece. From a symbolic standpoint, the 1978 50 pence coin is a representation of continuity, progress, and national pride. Queen Elizabeth II's portrait evokes stability and duty, while Britannia's presence connects modern Britain to its classical roots as a maritime and imperial power. Together, they embody a nation balancing tradition and modernization, a theme that defined Britain in the late 20th century. Culturally, the coin also reflects Britain's post-war identity. The 1970s were a decade of shifting social values, technological innovation, and growing European cooperation. Yet, through all these changes, symbols like Britannia and the Queen's effigy reminded citizens of the enduring strength of their institutions. Every 1978 50 pence coin, whether spent on a morning newspaper or saved in a family coin jar, carried these messages silently through everyday life. In modern numismatics, the 1978 Elizabeth II new 50 pence coin stands as a beloved relic of Britain's decimal transition era. Although not rare, it represents a turning point in the history of British currency, an elegant blend of artistry, history, and functionality. Its bold heptagonal shape and the timeless figures of Britannia and the Queen make it a miniature masterpiece of coin design. TOP2, the Elizabeth II 50 pence 1997 coin, represents a fascinating turning point in the history of British decimal coinage, a symbol of modern reform, national identity, and the continuity of monarchy under Queen Elizabeth II, issued by the Royal Mint during a period of economic modernization and cultural transformation in the United Kingdom. The 1997 50 pence coin marks a crucial change in both design and size, reflecting the Royal Mint's ongoing effort to make British currency more efficient, practical, and reflective of contemporary values. Unlike its earlier predecessors from 1969 to 1996, which were large and heavy, the 1997 50p coin was the first year of the smaller, lighter version, a redesign that would define the denomination for decades to come. This change was not only aesthetic but also practical, reducing metal usage and improving public convenience while maintaining the coin's distinctive seven-sided heptagonal shape. The obverse front of the 1997 50 pence coin features the third definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. Created by the celebrated sculptor Raphael Maklauf and introduced in 1985, this elegant portrait remained in use until 1997, marking the end of an important numismatic era. Maklauf's design. The Queen is shown wearing the George IV state diadem, an ornate crown traditionally worn during the state opening of Parliament. Her image conveys maturity, grace, and continuity, portraying the monarch not just as a figure of authority but as a dignified symbol of national unity. The surrounding legend reads, Elizabeth II D.G. Reg. F.A.D. 1997, which translates from Latin to Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This inscription has been a hallmark of British coins for centuries, linking the modern coinage system to ancient royal traditions and emphasizing the Queen's dual role as sovereign and protector of the faith. The reverse back of the 1997 50 pence coin continues to feature the iconic Britannia design by Christopher Ironside, first introduced in 1969. Britannia, the timeless personification of Britain, is depicted seated beside a lion, holding a trident in her right hand and an olive branch in her left, with a Union Jack shield resting at her side. This design symbolizes Britain's strength at sea, its pursuit of peace, and its unity as a nation. The inscription, 50 pence, appears below the central motif, replacing the earlier term, new pence, that appeared on coins before 1982, the choice to retain Britannia's imagery into the new, smaller 1997 design demonstrates the enduring importance of this figure in British national identity, a symbol dating back to Roman times, adapted and cherished through the centuries as a marker of pride, defense, and cultural heritage. One of the most important historical aspects of the 1997 Elizabeth II 50 pence coin is that it marked the transition from the large-size 50p coin to the smaller version still in use today. Before 1997, the 50 pence coin measured 30 millimeters in diameter and weighed 13.50 grams, making it the largest of the circulating decimal coins introduced in 1969. However, by the mid-1990s, it became apparent that the coin size was cumbersome for everyday use and increasingly incompatible with modern vending and coin handling machines responding to public feedback and technological demands. The Royal Mint decided to reduce the coin size by 27.3% and its weight to 8.00 grams, while maintaining the same distinctive equilateral curved heptagon shape, a seven-sided design that could still be easily recognized both by sight and touch. The 1997 issue was therefore the first year of the new smaller-sized 50p, which entered general circulation in September 1997. This made older large-size coins obsolete, and they were demonetized in early 1998, meaning they ceased to be legal tender. The redesign represented a careful balance between tradition and innovation. While its size changed, the coin's imagery and symbolic meaning remained constant, preserving public familiarity and national identity. The Royal Mint's engineering team used advanced computer modeling and new minting technologies to ensure the coin's geometry maintained consistent weight distribution and machine readability, which was a remarkable technical achievement at the time in terms of composition. The 1997 50 pence coin was struck in cupronickel consisting of 75% copper and 25% nickel, a durable and corrosion-resistant alloy that gives the coin its distinct silver-like appearance. The coin features a milled, reeded edge for tactile recognition and anti-counterfeiting protection. The overall design embodies both strength and elegance, symbolizing the resilience of the United Kingdom during an era of rapid global change and modernization. From a numismatic perspective, the 1997 50p coin holds significant historical value because it represents a major reform in the British decimal coinage system. Although not rare in circulation as millions were produced, it serves as a landmark issue marking the introduction of the modern 50p size used for all later commemorative and standard designs. Collectors often view the 1997 50p as the bridge between two coinage generations: the heavy, bold coins of the post-decimal transition period and the lighter, more convenient coins of the digital age. The historical background surrounding the 1997 issue is deeply intertwined with Britain's late 20th century evolution. This was a period of rapid globalization, the growth of electronic payments, and the modernization of national infrastructure. The redesign of the 50 pence coin reflected broader changes in society, a drive toward efficiency, cost reduction, and modernization without sacrificing national heritage. The continued use of Britannia's image underscored the enduring importance of unity, strength, and peace amid these transformations. In 1997, the Royal Mint, operating from its high-tech facility in Llantrisant, South Wales, executed this redesign with precision, ensuring seamless integration of the new coins into circulation. The transition required the recalibration of vending machines, parking meters, and public transport systems across the United Kingdom, a nationwide effort that demonstrated the logistical sophistication of Britain's monetary institutions. The symbolism of the 1997 Elizabeth II 50 pence coin is profound. The Queen's portrait signifies continuity and royal legitimacy, while Britannia stands as a timeless emblem of Britain's maritime heritage, courage, and unity. Together, they represent a balance between stability and progress, the essence of the British constitutional monarchy. The fact that this was the final year to feature Raphael Maklauf's portrait adds additional historical weight, marking the end of an artistic era before the introduction of Ian Rank Broadley's new portrait in 1998, which would show the Queen with greater realism and maturity. Over the years, the 1997 50 pence coin has gained appreciation among collectors not for its rarity but for its symbolic and transitional significance. T represents the modernization of British coinage and stands as a tangible reminder of how a nation's identity and history can be captured in even the smallest details of everyday currency. Thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe my channel for more videos.